Okay, I'm Jasmine Shaw from Connecticut, and I'm going to be reading The Proud Crow. Once upon a time, there was a very proud crow. One day, as he was sitting on the bank of a very wide river, he saw a flock of geese fly to the bank. He said, "Ha, look at those geese, they can't fly half as gracefully as I." The geese landed near him. One goose looked at him and politely said, "Hello, Mr. Crow, how do you do?" He turned to the goose and said in a vain voice, "Hello, I see that you all are a bunch of clumsy flyers. Would you like me to teach you to fly?" The goose was very offended by the crow's remark and said, "No, thank you. Our wings serve us well and we don't need to be taught to fly." The crow laughed and said, "Well, you can fly, but it's quite a clumsy way to fly. You can't do somersaults or glide in the breeze. Here, let me show you how well I fly." The crow then flapped his wings and flew, doing somersaults and gliding in the air. He then said, "See how well I fly. I challenge you to a flying competition." The goose said, "Fine, I accept your challenge." He then rose into the air and began flying. The crow followed, making nasty remarks about the goose. The goose ignored the crow and flew on. He flew, and soon they were so far above the river that they could not even see a speck of land below. The goose began to get tired and started flying lower and lower. The goose, on the other hand, kept flying. He turned to the crow and said, "Wow, Mr. Crow, is that another trick of yours to fly so close to the water?" The crow was losing his strength fast and said, "No, brother, I can fly no more. I'm going to drown if I don't have some rest. Please help me." The goose felt sorry for the crow, and so he carried the goose on his back to the bank of the river. The crow lay gratefully and said, "Thank you for saving my life, Brother Goose. I'm very sorry for being so rude and proud. I hope you will forgive me." The goose said, "I hope you realize that though I may not be able to do tricks, my wings serve me in a very different way. I will forgive you if you promise never to be overcome by your pride." The crow promised to remain humble and said, "Thank you for teaching me that we all have our own limitations. I will always remember this." The goose forgave him and they became good friends.